Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I will greet in Myanmar, Mingalaba. I am Myint, Commissioner of the UEC of Myanmar, the institution in charge of managing election in Myanmar. I am honored to deliver a presentation today about the voter education, inclusive electoral literacy through informal education channel in Myanmar. I would like to share my gratitude towards the Indian Election Commissions and United Nations Development Program. 2015 election in Myanmar required a comprehensive voter education that could reach 33.4 million eligible voters and provide technical information that would ensure voters were aware of electoral procedure and events. There are a total of 118 ethnic languages in Myanmar. There was a challenge to give voter education not only in the urban areas, but also in rural to ensure that message were understandable. About voter education needed for Myanmar, voter education developed by the UEC included of voter rights and responsibility, how to vote, electoral system, government system, voter registration, transparency, credibility, and impartiality of the election. Includes a series of technical and motivational material developed for the voter list display. The technical information, the pamphlet, blue poster, and orange poster carton provide information about the need to check the voter list, as well as the form to submit to correct the voter list. The motivation of poster, not carton, provide the reasons people are excited to vote in the 2015 election and the need to check the voter list. It also provides the dates of the display period. These are some examples of the technical information provided to voters for voting on election day. They include a pamphlet outlining the voting process, number of ballots, and other election day materials. For example, the time polling open, poster outlining the polling process. UEC also developed 6 videos for voter education. Videos provide overview of polling procedure to check the voter list, information about civic knowledge, information about election observers, and voter list procedure. Additional material were developed for stakeholders that provide greater information than the video, poster, and pamphlet. These include 4 optional manuals developed for UEC that were also shared with stakeholders: polling manual, electoral dispute resolution manual, operation checklist guide, advanced voting manual, as well as 9 frequently asked question guide that provided information for voters and other stakeholders on a series of topics, including the voter list display, candidate nomination practice, electoral dispute resolution procedure, and result management, among others. UEC created 45 voter education material, but need to ensure that these materials were delivered to local communities. Use 2 strategies to conduct delivery of voter education. 1, stakeholder engagement, mass media. Engagement with stakeholder was mainly focused on local CSO. 509 representatives from 352 CSO met with UEC representative and coordinated voter education during the preliminary voter list display. During the national voter list display and the campaign period, the UEC coordinated with 368 members of 253 CSO, as well as 212 members of political parties. Material distributed by stakeholders was incredible achievement in the 2015 election. More than 6 million pamphlets, more than 1 million posters. Mass media voter education focused on utilizing social media and SMS messages through mobile phone network, as well as using traditional mass media platforms like TV, radio, and newspaper. This allowed UEC to reach voters across the nation through regular broadcasts of TV, radio, and newspaper. Radio and newspaper ads were also translated into ethnic languages by local media outlets, further improving ethnic inclusion. The total of 8 SMS were sent to 29 million mobile users through the 3 telephone networks in Myanmar. The messages sent provide update about the voter list display and election day. UEC also developed a Facebook page where voter education material, including videos, posters, pamphlets, and frequently asked question guide, were available to this page, as well as other pages run by CSO, made a large impact on youth. Videos were viewed by 1,000 times, and through online engagement, over 10 million views occur. The UEC developed the 2013-2018 strategy plan that organized planning for elections and reform initiative under 12 pillars. Under these 12 pillars, strategy plan has one pillar devoted to civic and voter education. Pillar 8, strategic goal, to create awareness of the electoral process among all citizens and increase participation through coordinated and effective civic and voter education campaigns. The chart below demonstrates the achievement that UEC made in fulfilling indicators established in the strategic plan. A few of many achievements include the following. Achievement in 2015, 821, complete action point, UEC worked with CSO to make voter education activities prior and during the preliminary voter list displays. 831, completed action point. The UEC was very proud of the achievement that were made in developing voter education materials, and the strategy plan provided a plan for the UEC to meet. The above achievement represent some of the action taken by the UEC in voter education. The UEC distribute millions of material, but to get the inclusions of groups like women, persons with disabilities, ethnic minorities, youth, and others, there need to be sustained messaging in these communities. Myanmar is a population of 33.4 million voters, and this includes a diverse population. Over 17 million women, over 2 million persons with disabilities, 118 ethnic languages, many first-time voters. How can messaging be delivered to these individuals to promote their inclusion? To teach this group, the UEC held regular stakeholder meetings at the national and regional level to ensure coordinations and support distributions of material throughout the country. 9 national meetings with over 60 CSOs, 2 rounds of regional meetings with over 800 CSO representatives. UEC distribute voter education material to CSO to conducting voter education in communities. CSO held training and meeting in community to discuss electoral events like voter list display, how to make correction to the voter list, how to make a ballot, how to mark a ballot properly, and polling simulation. Training were held in local language and focus on inclusions of ethnic population, persons with disabilities, and women. UEC met frequently with members from organizations that represent persons with disability and also piloted 18 polling stations in 6 states and regions. Buddha education provided message about the support person with disability can receive to vote, meaning that they could have a family member or friends support their action in voting. CSO developed the awareness booklet on disability inclusive election and a how to vote guidebook for persons with disabilities that were based on UEC materials and regulation. 72% of persons with disability that voted at that polling station, though they were accessible. Myanmar has 118 ethnic language, and translating information in all of these languages were not feasible. However, Buddha education material were developed in the following languages, which also include estimate about the number of people that speak these languages. Shan, spoken by 3.2 million, Karen language, spoken by 2.6 million, Jimpo, spoken by 900,000, Chin language, spoken by 780,000, Mon, spoken by 750,000. Additionally, Buddha education developed in 16 ethnic languages. FHU developed in 7 ethnic languages. Video developed in 8 ethnic languages. Radio broadcast and newspaper advertisement translated by local media outlets. To further bridge language barrier, the UEC also rely upon local CSO, network, and political parties that would meet with local communities. The CSOs and parties would use the material that were provided by the UEC and often explain them in the local language at meeting. Political party relies on Buddha education activities. The UEC also learned about 10 CSOs that translate the material dispute into 11 different ethnic languages, including Shan, Chin, Kayin, and Kadu languages. Thanks again.